Well, thank you for attending this Karatbar presentation. I'm an independent affiliate. This is not a corporate presentation. This is an independent affiliate overview. And we're here to share with you in the next few minutes a great concept, something I believe everybody should consider. It's a company called Karatbars International. They're a German-based company. And it's an idea that is different than anything I've ever seen. It's simply savings with the difference. It's an incredible idea. So thank you for attending and listening to our presentation. The person that's invited you here may pick up the phone and call you immediately afterwards, maybe to get any questions you have that need answered. That would be great. And then we would enjoy working with you going forward on this super project. As I said, the company is called Karatbars International. They're an e-commerce business, and they're in the business of buying and selling gold bullion. Now, gold bullion is 24 karat, 999.9 purity. It is the real McCoy. We're not talking about jewelry grade gold here. We're talking about real gold, pure 24 karat gold. This company will buy it from you. This company will sell to you. They do online business. It's incredible. I think it was Bill Gates that said if your business isn't online in modern times, you're not going to be in business in the future. That's the way things are going. And of course, many of you listening into this are doing from the comfort of your home phone, the home office. Some people are doing it parked at the side of the roadway from their smart telephone. And of course, you can do this online all over the world. The idea started back in 2011 by a visionary CEO called Mr. Harold Seitz. I've had the pleasure of meeting him many times, a great gentleman with a great vision. And he has set up his office headquarters in Stuttgart, Germany, but he does have logistics centers worldwide. We're opening offices in different continents, on different countries, to support your efforts and to support our customer and affiliate base. And already we've moved now to more than 100 countries across the world. So if you're looking at this from the confines of your own home or your own town, I want you to just think for a moment. I want you to think larger than that. I want you to think wider than that. Who do you know outside your hometown? Who do you know outside your own county or state? Who do you know outside your own country? Because this business is live all over Europe. Every country in Europe is open for business. We've got the United States open for business. We've got Canada. We've got Australia open for business. Places like China are not open for business. I do believe that Google can't do business there. Unfortunately, at this point in time, neither can we. But next door neighbors, Hong Kong is open for business. So already this opportunity spans more than 100 countries, and that gives us access to essentially billions of potential customers worldwide. And already we've got our strategic partners in place. We use the likes of FedEx. FedEx do our deliveries. So when you order something from this company, you can be confident, you can be safe from the knowledge that you're going to get what you ordered. It's fully insured, delivered direct to your door with a very reliable partner such as FedEx. For any of our higher grade customers, we use Group 4 security for our larger orders. So this is already in place for you to support you. But let me tell you a little bit about our fabulous product. Our product is currency grade gold. Not everybody knows what currency grade gold is, let me tell you. The gold that we use is produced only by LBMA accredited refineries. The LBMA stands for the London Bullion Market Association. These essentially are the world authority on gold. And they have certain guidelines and formats you need to conform to. And this company, Karatbars, will only use refineries that are accredited with the LBMA. Why do we do that? We do that so your product is quality assured. It's on what's known as the London Good Delivery List. That's very important that this is the real stuff that you're dealing with here. It's 999.9 in purity. It's 24 karat. The good news is that no one will come to you next month, next year, or in 10 years to tell you that they have found a better grade of gold. It is not possible. There will not be any better grade of gold than what we're sharing with you on this presentation. It's incredible. And we do it in small amounts. We do it in little 1 gram bars, 2.5 gram bars, and 5 gram bars. And what that means is it means that everybody in the planet now can participate. For centuries, gold has been elusive to most people. It's been essentially for the elite, for the rich, for the wealthy, for the banks, for the governments. And it was always generally done in large quantities in what we either call ounces or kilos. Gold was done in these big bars, but unfortunately, most people can't participate at that level. A kilo bar is about 40,000 of your currency to buy 1 bar of gold. Well, most people couldn't afford that. But what this company have done is they've taken those large kilo bars, they've broken them into more affordable and brought them down that you can participate. For instance, a 1 gram bar is somewhere between £40, €50, $60, in around that range, and it means that everybody now can get their hands on a little piece of gold, and it's incredible. It's affordable for the masses. We all now can participate with gold, and there's reasons for that we're going to share with you in a few slides from now. But let me tell you, in addition to collecting gold for yourself, we also do gold for every occasion. Think about this: building a business with a product that essentially could be beneficial to anyone who has a birthday. Well, think about that. Who has a birthday? Would it be a fabulous product or a present that you could give them? Instead of a box of chocolates or a bottle of wine for a birthday present, why not present them with a real unique piece of gold, a 1 gram, 999.9 impurity, 24 carat bar of gold, and we embed the gold into its certificate, its plastic surrounding here, in the format of a happy birthday card. We do gold for newborns, a lovely and wonderful present, and a lot different than anything we've given before. We often give baby grows and presents of cash to newborn babies. Well, you'll learn in a minute that giving cash to a child, if it's put away for any length of time, it won't be worth the gift you originally gave, because our cash loses value. If you give the parents of a child a piece of gold, gold is a hedge against inflation, and therefore the gift you give that child is worth its weight in gold. You've heard that expression. In 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years, whenever the child's fit to operate an account, the present you've given today as a child or a newborn will be worth everything in the future. And that's the message. That's the importance of giving presents in gold. We do gold for Valentine's. We do gold for congratulations. If a child passes exams, why not give them a present in gold? When we do gold for charity, isn't it great to know that the Voices of Africa, which is a charitable organization, that if I were to buy this particular carat bar here with the gold book in it, not only am I benefiting, but isn't it great to know that the less well-off are also getting a contribution, because the company here gives €10 contribution for every purchase of the Voices of Africa gold card, and it means they too are benefiting. So we do gold essentially for every occasion. We also do gold for businesses, and here's an idea which is going exceptionally well at the moment. This is one of our largest growth areas, because now you can brand your own cards. Yes, if you have a business or if you know of a business, they may be the beneficiary of participating with their own branded gold cards. What you do is you take a blank card, you provide your logos and your pictures and your information to our branding department, and then what you do is you mock up your own card for your own business. It might be a hotel, it could be a members club, it might be gifts for your employees, it may be rewards programs, incredible ideas based around creating your own card. And the idea here is that people don't throw away money. In other words, if you were to present someone with your own business card in gold, it's going to remain in their wallet, in their purse, in their inside pocket for many years to come, because gold is a lifetime product. Nobody's going to throw away a $50 note or a €50 note or a £50 sterling note because it's money's worth. And therefore, the business gets the benefit of that advertising, the benefit of that marketing. For a one-time cost, essentially, they have a lifetime value in marketing. This is incredible. Of course, very, very affordable for any business looking to consider that. Now, not everybody we share this presentation with is in business already, but if you're not in business, think about what businesses do you think that you might share this idea with, and you become the beneficiary of the orders that they place. That's what I want you to think about. So if you are not in business, I can promise you this: you have done business with business people. You have bought your groceries, you have used their gymnasiums, you've used hotels, you've used hairdressers, you've used wedding services, you've used taxi companies. We use businesses as consumers, and therefore it's time to get some business back when you can share this idea with the business owner, and then you can become the beneficiary of their gold card orders. And that's the message here with our branding cards. Now, why gold? Why do we say it's the perfect product? Well, Most people don't realize, and this is the truth, most people don't realize, because if they did, more people would have gold. Do you know that less than 1% of the world's population have gold? Less than 1% of the world's population have gold. Here we have a marketplace where 99% of the people don't have something that anybody who has gold wants more, anybody who doesn't have gold wants it. And when it's pure gold, it's considered as money. Now tell me this, who do you know is interested in money? Well, we all need money, not for the greed of it, but for the basic necessity of money. We need to keep a roof over our heads. We need to provide for our children. We need to feed and clothe ourselves. There's a basic desire within every human being on this planet to acquire a little bit of money. Well, guys, gold is money. You see, what's in your pocket is not money. We've called it that for many years, but it's not money. What's in your pocket is merely a currency. It is not money. Because when what's in your pocket can be printed, you know that. Your governments are printing more and more and more. They call it quantitative easing. They're diluting the value of your currency by printing more and more and more and more, because it's nothing more than paper and ink. Well, gold is a perfect product because you can't print it. You can't counterfeit it. You can't reproduce it. You can't take two other metals and start mixing it and formulating gold. You can't. There's a finite amount of gold above the ground. There's a finite amount of gold below the ground. It's an incredible metal, guys. It's a brilliant, brilliant product. Gold cannot be inflated. That's very important, something we'll look at in a moment. Gold cannot be destroyed. I mean, you take a piece of gold, set it outside your front door, let it go to the elements, let the sun get it, let it go to the North Pole, let the ice get it, let the rain get it, it won't rust, it won't tarnish. You can set it to the bottom of the ocean for 1,000 years. Guess what? It comes back as good as the day it went down there. It is an incredible precious metal. It can't catch fire. Now try that for a test. Take out your paper dollar, your paper euro, put a match to it and see that's what happens. But do it with our gold bar and it won't catch fire. In fact, you need to get it to 1945 degrees to melt. When it melts, it's still gold. It's just liquid gold. Once the temperature goes down, it reformulates into its solid structure again, and you've got your gold back. It's just a super, super metal. It doesn't have a date on it. Think of everything that you own. Your home goes out of date. Your clothes go out of date. The car you drive goes out of date. The food you eat goes out of date. And guess what? Yep, the person sitting on your seat right now also goes out of date. But gold doesn't have a date. It's incredible. It requires no maintenance. It has to be the perfect product. Now, there are two money systems at play. And here's where the education comes in. We need to educate the people. There are two money systems at play. The one in your pocket is the currency system. Now, here's what happened. For every gram and a half of gold that was placed in the vault, the government was able to issue a certain amount of currency into the marketplace. So if you look at the center picture here, you will see those scales. There was a balance between the money in circulation and the gold that backed that money in the vault. You see, gold was always money, but because it was too hard and heavy to carry around, because it would wear holes in your pockets, what they did was they banked the gold and they issued a gold certificate, which was your paper note. I promise to pay the bearer on demand of this certificate X amount of gold, and you could go to the bank and you could redeem that paper note for the gold in the bank. That's how it was created originally. Well, back in 1971, they abolished what was known as the gold standard. They did away with that tie from your paper money in your pocket to gold. And since 1971, what's in your pocket is correctly termed as a fiat currency. It's not money. It's a currency. For many of you on tonight's call, it's the dollar. For others, it's the euro. For me, myself, it's the pound sterling. That's the currency I operate in. But it's not money. What is money, and what many nations are now trading for the balance of their debts, is they're willing to accept gold bullion in lieu of paper currency. Because if there's a crisis, all what happens is the governments print more of your currency. They just print it and print it and print it. And think about this. If you had a bottle of concentrate orange or dilute orange, and you keep adding water to that concentrate, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker, and the color moves from the orange to a very pale orange to a yellowy it almost goes to white. The more water you add, because you take the goodness away. And that's what's happening with paper money. Your money is being diluted. Your money is being destroyed There is a cancer in money called inflation. We're going to look at that in a moment. The real money, which was money and still is money, and has been used as money for more than 2,800 years, is gold. But it's got to be 999.9 in purity, and it's got to be 24 karat to be considered as gold. And that's the gold that we're speaking about tonight on this presentation. Let's go back to 1936 and take a look at what's happened. You see, back in 1936, a full ounce of gold was in around 35 US dollars. It was in around 20 pounds sterling, 25 euro, and it was considered a fair chunk of money back in 1936, because not only could that 25 euro or your $35 buy you an ounce of gold, the 25 euro would also be enough money to buy a three-piece suit, a fancy pair of shoes. There was enough change out of that after spending to fill your car full of gas. Yes, 10 cents a gallon for gas way back in 1936. You could fill your car for $4, 4 euro, 4 pounds sterling. It was incredible. And still, having filled the car and bought the suit and the shoes, there was still enough change left over to go to the best restaurant in town. You could take 2 people for a lovely 3 or 4 course meal, some drinks, and then still change left over to go to the cinema. So can you see that back 70 or 80 years ago, that amount of currency was a fair chunk back then. It represented fair spending power. Well, today, unfortunately, the same 25 euro won't buy you the same ounce of gold. And guess what, guys? It won't even buy a gram of gold. Well, for those who were in the knowledge back then that kept the gold money instead of the paper money, if you were to cash out your gold today in 2015, what would you get? Well, you'll easily get 1,100 US, you'll easily get 900 euro, you'll easily get 700 sterling, whatever the conversion is. But what could grandfather buy today with his gold? Well, you could buy a suit for 300 or 400 euro, let's say 400 euro. A pair of shoes, another 100, there's 500. It now takes these days, over in Europe certainly, another 100 to fill your car. So we're talking about 400, 500, 600 euro. And then to go to a restaurant for 2 people, you want to spend another 100 euro there. There's 700 gone. And now all we have to do to match what happened in 1936 is get us into the cinema. Well, you've spent 700, you've 200 left. Well, I think you're going to get into the cinema for 200. Here's the point, guys, that the gold money, can you see, buys everything today that it did here. The same ounce of gold in 2015 buys everything it did 80 years ago. Isn't that incredible? Whereas the paper money, if you had $25 or $35, 25 euro, that would just about get you into the cinema. You probably have to share a drink, you probably have to share the popcorn, but that's the point. Can you now see that gold is inflation proof? It stands the test of time. Your paper dollar, your paper euro is losing value. The longer you hold on to it, the longer it stays in your bank or your savings plans, the longer it stays in your pocket. Cash is trash, guys. It's just been eroded. The longer you keep, the more it gets diluted. Imagine working your life for years and years and years to give your wonderful children something that's just lost all its value. It's incredible. The message, guys, is knowing this information, what would you like to save going forward? Would it make sense to start saving in gold? Or are you happy enough to stay with your cash, your currency, shall I say? Anyway, what does it cost to get a carat bar? Guys, I can tell you it doesn't cost anything. It's what is the value of a carat bar? If you were to take $60 out of your pocket and we give you a gram of gold, you're getting $60 worth of gold back. If you take 55 euro out of your pocket and we give you a gram of gold worth 55 euro, you've just got your money back. Simply what you're doing is you're taking one currency from your pocket, let's call it your right pocket, and you're putting it back into your left-hand pocket in a better grade of currency than you give away. You're turning bad money into good money, because this is good money. This will stand the test of time. This will get eroded the longer you hold on to it. It doesn't cost you anything. Nobody is spending money with carat bars. We're simply going into the Bureau to change. We're asking to convert one currency into another, but we're getting back a better grade of currency. That's the message. And what we want to do is we want to teach people this information, we want to educate them, and we want to get them into a mindset of turning a little bit of cash into a little bit of gold on a regular basis. That's the message. Can you afford $60 once a week, once a month? You know, can you start saving in gold instead of saving in your cash? We've already learned that the pension plans don't deliver. Those policies go on freeze. They pay bonuses because in these paper instruments, they're just not as good as gold. Gold has beat the currency markets. Gold has beat the property market. Gold is beating everything hands down. It's the money of kings. It's been on the planet for many, many years, and it's a lifetime product. It's incredible. So with this information, guys, what is it you want to do? Well, there's three things you might do. The first thing you might do is nothing. Yeah, sure, lots of people do nothing. That's fine. You could decide to become a customer. Well, how do you do that? The person that's invited you to this presentation will send you a link. You just click on that link, you add a few details, and the company will set you up with a free account. It costs you nothing. And at your discretion, you can decide when it suits you to go and order a little piece of gold. And simply what you're doing is you're taking one currency out of your pocket, and we'll give it straight back to you in a better grade of currency. It won't cost you anything. It's totally free, and there's no contract. There's no obligation to do it for 6 months or a year. You do it as you will, but we've made it affordable. That means you can start participating. Now, the third thing you can do is become an affiliate. And again, that's also a free proposition. The only difference with affiliates is affiliates would get paid, and we pay you in currency onto this wonderful MasterCard you can see in the bottom right. It's the Karatbar Payment Solution card. All of our affiliates get one of these, and it works in every ATM machine across the world. It works online. It works at your gas station, at the grocery store. It works everywhere worldwide, wherever the Visa and MasterCard is accepted. And what happens for affiliates is you get commissions paid onto this in currency, but you can also get paid in gold. Imagine that, getting paid in gold. So that's the opportunity. So if you've come here to find out how to save in gold, how to get gold affordable, we have now finished our presentation. You can hang up, you can get back to the person that invited you here, or you can sit on and listen to our second part. And now we're going to talk about the affiliate proposition, how you can start to earn an income from the comfort of your own home office. On a part-time basis, you can develop an exceptional income simply by sharing this information with those you know, love, and care about. So let's have a look at the income opportunities. As a free affiliate, there are 5 income opportunities. As a paid-up affiliate, there are an additional 2 income streams, making a total of 7 income opportunities. I'm going to keep this very simple. If this is something you like, we can go into a separate presentation and dig into the nuts and bolts of our compensation plan. But the purpose of this presentation is to give you an overview, a feel for the company, a feel for our product, and a feel for the potential of operating a home-based business in and around the gold bullion business. So let's have a look at the first income stream. What it says here is it's called direct referral commission. And you can earn between 0.5% and 6% on direct referral commission. Well, that's very simple, guys. Let's pretend that you had invited me to listen to this presentation. Okay, and after the presentation, you called me up and you said, listen, did you find that interesting? Which part did you like best? Can you see yourself becoming a customer? Does it make sense saving in gold? Yes, it all makes sense. Get me started. And I become your customer. Well, I'm a direct referral of yours. And each and every time I bought gold, you would get paid somewhere between 0.5% and 6%. Now, how it works is the more customers you have, the more volume you're doing. In gold sales, you will get that 6%. At the bottom end of the scale, when you're only starting up and you have a handful of customers, you're probably going to get about 0.5%. Or for the purpose of an example, you might think somewhere in between. You could be earning 2, 3, 4, 5% on all the gold sold or ordered by your customers. Now, as a customer, I might buy a little piece of gold every Friday. I might just get paid on a Friday. I buy a little bit of gold, turn my cash into gold. That makes great sense. But I also might buy gold for birthday presents. I might buy some for Christmas time. I might buy some for wedding presents, for baby presents. So as a customer of yours, I would be buying gold on a regular basis, but yet you've only told me about this once, and you get paid multiple times for that referral. This is incredible. And that's what we mean by direct referral commissions. Now, indirect referral commissions are almost the same, except that you didn't find these customers. It was your customers then went out and told others. So I'm now your customer. I mentioned this to my sister. She thinks it's a great idea. She starts saving in gold and you get paid again. The difference is you don't know my sister. You probably know me, okay? But you now get paid on all the gold that she orders for her family for. She might save for the next 20, 30 years. You're building a customer in here. She might save for her kids' education in college. She might save for her own retirement. I could be saving for my own kids or for my own retirement. And as I continue to save and she continues to save, you continue to get paid over and over and over again. I'm going to show you a slide on that. And we're also going to then look at incomes 4 and 5. We're going to look at that, how you can earn between 5 and 20% and get unlimited weekly earnings. So we're going to give you now a hypothetical example based on you finding a handful of customers and a couple of affiliates to build the business. So I want you to have a look at this slide here. Now, as you can see on the right-hand side, residual income means you get paid over and over and over and over again for doing a job once. Now, most people, what we do is we trade 40 hours of our working week for our salary or for our wages at the end of the week. And every week that we work, we generally get paid by our employer, but when we stop going to work, we stop getting paid. The difference with residual income is you do the work once, and then you get paid over and over and over and over again without going to work because you've already the work done once. That's what we mean by passive or residual income. So when you think of great artists like Whitney Houston's and the Bon Jovis and the Elton Johns and the Beatles and Elvis and all these great artists, what they've done is they've written songs. And every time those songs are played on the radio, they get a royalty. Their family, their estate, or the owner of the music. For instance, Michael Jackson bought Elvis's music. No, he bought the Beatles' music. And of course, now his family and estate get the benefit of that income because every time it's played on the radio, they get paid over and over and over and over again. But they only wrote the song once. And it's the same here. We're going to show you, without having to sing, without having to write books, that you can create a residual income very, very easy. Now, we're going to base this around you getting a handful of customers, and we're going to base it around you getting just a handful of affiliates in your business. And remember, you can earn anything between 0.5% and 6%. We talked about that. But as a hypothetical example, I'm going to suggest that you were qualified at a 2% override on your entire business, just at 2%. Imagine that was possible. Well, what we'd like you to do is go and get a handful of customers if you're going to build a business. Every business needs customers, so that's very important. So you might go out and get yourself, say, 10 customers. Well, do you know 10 people that would like to protect their family, protect their assets, protect their savings, and save in gold? Yes, I'm sure you can do that. You could find 10 customers quite easily. And out of all the people you know, you might get 5, 6, 7, 8 affiliates. But imagine you only found 2 affiliates that we're going to replicate and develop and build the business. So you can see here in the bottom string we have got our affiliate growth, and on the top line we have our customer growth. Imagine the 2 affiliates that you found in the business went and got 10 customers each, just like you did. Here's what happens, guys. Instead of only getting paid on 10 customer accounts now, you're getting paid on 30 customer accounts, because each and every time a customer places an exchange for gold, you get the commission. You see, this is how the Bureau de Change works at the airports and at the banks. When you go in and give your currency across the table, 2 things happen. There is a commission and there is a rate paid for the conversion. Well, what we're doing here is we're paying the commission to you each and every time there's a currency exchange. So can you see, simply by finding 2 affiliates and 10 customers, and they fund 10 customers each, you would have 30 customers in your portfolio. Well, what would happen if those 2 affiliates went out and duplicated the process? They found 2 affiliates each that duplicated the business, and with 10 customers each only, that would give you 40 brand new customers on top of the 30 you already had. So now you have a little business with more than 70 customers buying gold on a regular basis. What if the 4 affiliates just found 2 each? That gives us 8 new affiliates in our team. And if everybody only ever over time got 10 customers, that places 80 more customers in your business. Let's take it a couple of more steps. When these 8 find 2, that gives us 16. And when the 16 find 2, that gives us 32. If everybody only ever achieved 10 clients, 10 customers in their life that wanted to protect their families and save in gold and save for their retirement, like lots of people are doing this anyway. They're just not doing it with gold. They're already doing this. It's just a redirection of an existing spend. Well, let's do some maths here, guys. Add up your customers. Now, of course, you only found 10 yourself, but when you add up these customers of 320, we add 80 to that, we get 400 customers, and another 160 gives us 560, and 40 gives us 600. There's 600 customers plus these 20 plus these 10. There's 630 customers across the top. But I'm sure these affiliates as well, because you've got 30, 40, 50, you have another 60 affiliates here. I'm sure they're going to save in gold as well. Can you see that you'd have, in this hypothetical example, 600 or 700 customers. Okay, let's suggest, now guys, it won't stop there because more and more affiliates join the business, more and more customers want to save for their retirement or save for their kids' college or save for any occasion. So, but just based on a small customer base of, say, 600 customers. Let's say you had 600 customers in your organization and all they ever did was exchange for 1 gram of gold. Now, let's say it's approximately €50 for a gram and roughly $60. Let's say every customer did that once a week and you're only getting a 2% override. Guys, that small customer base would put you on €2,500, approximately $3,000 per month. This is without getting out of bed. This is without going to work. This is without staff, stock, wages, without any deliveries. FedEx will take care of it. Without going to a gold mine and digging for the gold. You have built a business through 2 affiliates and just 10 customers, everybody doing the same, 2 and 10, 2 and 10. If everybody only did that, if it took you a month to do that, and a month to do that, and a month and a month and a month, in 4, 5, 6 months, you could be earning an extra $3,000, $2,500 a month, every month. Now, what difference would that make to your lifestyle today? What difference would that make to your home? Would it settle your mortgage? Would it contribute towards your rent bill or your mortgage bill? Would an extra $750 a week make a difference to you on top of what it is you're doing at the minute? The good news here is this is a reoccurring income. You only did the job once, but you get paid multiple times. Now, again, if you only had 60 customers, well, go back here. These first two lines, you'd have more than 60 customers. Well, that's 10% of 600. What would an extra $250 a month do for you? I mean, lots of families would be well pleased with an additional $250 a month. I can tell you this, your current boss or employer is not going to give you an extra $250 a month for smiling at them. Here's a way you can change your own circumstances by taking a little bit of action and developing your own home-based business, and everything is possible. Of course, you can do bigger numbers than this. I want to keep this realistic. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it achievable. Do you know 2 people that want to make some money? Of course you do. Do you know 10 people that want to protect their money? Of course you do. You see, guys, everybody you know, every single person you can think of, they've probably got house insurance, car insurance, life insurance, pet insurance. Ask them this question. Do they have money insurance? I bet you they don't, because their money is losing and losing and losing the longer they hold on to their currency. By turning it into gold, they've just got money insurance. They've protected what they've worked hard for. And that's the message, guys. Now, I want to move on now and talk about some other income streams, because there are additional income streams if you wish. Guys, everything I've talked to date is totally for free. It doesn't cost you anything. But now I'm going to talk about the opportunity of getting into business and getting some material. Now, because it'd be a great idea to have a website and some brochures and some discount cards and some gold samples. The company have put together in their wisdom 5 affiliate kits. I'm going to talk briefly about 4 of them. The first affiliate kit, and this is entirely optional. The person that invited you here doesn't have one of these for you. This is something that you get from the company. It's something if you think you need it. For instance, if you were in the transportation business or you were a taxi driver, don't you think it'd be a good idea to put a sign on your car? Of course it would, because then people would contact you or people would flag you down. Do you think it'd be a good idea to put a radio in your car? Yes, of course it would, because the depot could give you a taxi fare. They could communicate with you. So these are things you would need as a taxi driver. If you went to a building site, would it make sense to bring a saw, a hammer, a chisel, a screwdriver? Would you need the tools of the trade to perform the task? Of course it makes sense. Well, the company realized that whilst we will give you a free situation, they've also put optionally into the back office the opportunity to get your hands on some tools to help you develop this business. The first kit costs €99, slightly over $100. We call it the Bronze Affiliate Kit. And what happens here, guys, is we give you a pay rise straight away. We put you on 5% of affiliate kit sales. That's your personal work. And we put you on €10 per business cycle. Now, you may not understand this terminology right now, but if you rewind this or listen to it again in the recording, you'll get more familiar with it. If you get back to the person that invited you here, I'm sure they will take you through any questions that may arise. But you're going to have to hear it once to understand it, and many more times. A bit like hearing a song on the radio. The first time you hear it, you won't get the lyrics, you won't get the chorus. You might get you'll be familiar with who said it or who the artist is, but the more you hear, the more you start to get the words, the more you can sing along with it, and that's how it works. Please revisit our webinars on a regular basis and get informed about your business. Now, this bronze affiliate kit that you buy from the company, you go to your free account, you go into our product tab and you go down and order an affiliate kit. If it was this one, the company will send out to you €100 back. So you paid 99, they'll give you back €100, and it comes in the format of one of these bonus cards. You can see this one here where my mouse is circulating here in the bottom left. We will send you back by FedEx €100. Now you can use this €100 on our website if you'd like to buy a big chunk of gold. Yes, we'll give you a €100 discount on it, so you can reuse this money if you wish. You can't take €100 of something that's going to cost you 50, but you can if you're going to order a large amount of gold, or if you wanted to do your own bespoke business cards in gold, we can give you a discount there, or you can use this again to upgrade to one of our higher affiliate kits. We'll talk about that in a moment. So you're going to get your 100 back in the format of a bonus card. We're also going to give you a 3% off card. What does that mean? Very simply, that if you put the code that comes on the back of these cards onto our website at the time of order, the system will apply for you a 3% discount on all your gold orders for the next 12 months. Now, that's something you might like to use yourself, or you might like to offer that to a customer of yours. If it was to bring a customer on board and you give them this discount, it just might be the ticket that gets your customer over the line and set up an account. And therefore, you've created that passive income where that customer's continually ordering, they're getting the 3% off, but you're getting the commission ride as they continue to exchange for gold. So this is a very basic kit. Now, unfortunately, we can't include any gold bullion in this little kit. Again, it's only cost 99 quid, and we've given you back 100, but one of the better kits, I suppose, would be our silver affiliate kit. This one costs delivered to your door in around slightly over $300, €299. We call it the silver affiliate kit. Automatically, the company will give you a pay rise. Yes, we will give you double commission. We'll set you up at 10%, but we'll give you a 400% pay rise in our cycle commission. You'll have a look at that a little bit later. So here's a great pay rise simply by ordering our silver affiliate kit. Again, you'll have a website that you don't have to pay any fees for, no updates. It's all done for you, free, gratis. From then on, we'll give you a small selection of brochures that you might like to hand out to some clients. We'll give you back €300 in the format of 3 of the €100 discount bonus card. So you can spend that yourself, as I said, or give it away to bring on some business. We'll give you 3 of the 3% off cards. And in this kit, we're going to give you €90 to spend on gold. Yes, you can get 6 times those €15 vouchers, and you can use those to discount our specialty cards. So maybe a birthday card or a congratulations card, those type of cards, you can take €15 off our web price and use up that €90. You'd have to use it on 6 occasions. Again, you might want to do that for a client or customer. You might like to do it just for yourself. So we get you back €390 for your $299. A great deal here. And look what's in this one, guys. Your very first 999.9 24-karat gold bar. Now, is this important? Yes, it is. Why? Because when someone asks you, can you show me the gold? Of course you can, because you can take this from your purse, your wallet, your inside pocket, and present the gold to your customer so they can touch it and feel it and see it, test it, do what they want with it. You have product in your hand. This is an exceptional little kit, but there's a better one, because the gold affiliate kit, it costs in around €600 or €700 right now. You get a better pay rise. The company put you on 15% for your own personal recommendations. They will set you up at €60 per cycle. That's a significant pay rise in our business development bonus. What do you get in this? Well, you get a selection of brochures. You get €700 back for your 670. We will give you 5 of the 3% off cards. It really depends how big you want to build the business, whether you need this one or not. Again, we give you that €90 to spend on our website, but you get 2 gold bars in this one. So if you were to hand out 1 gold bar to a potential client or customer, you mightn't see that for a week or 10 days. It means you've still got another one to continue and develop your business with and keeps your business ticking over. This is a great one, the gold affiliate kit. My favorite, of course, is the VIP. This is what I went for. And guys, this puts you on maximum pay rate. Yes, this puts you on full pay. This will cost in around $16.75. I want you to take note of the little asterisk that follows the price. 1675. What does that mean? That simply means that if you were considering a VIP kit, please ask the person that shared this presentation with you and ask them for a €100 bonus card. You see, the €100 bonus card, if you didn't want to buy a big chunk of gold with it, you could actually use that €100 to discount our VIP pack. So instead of $16.75, it may cost you $15.75. In fact, that's where I used mine. I thought that was very clever business. But you will notice as a VIP, the company will put you on 20%. That's our maximum pay rate. You're on full pay. I mean, if you do that on day one, you're on full pay on day one. You'll also see our cycle bonus is way up at €80 per cycle. That's incredible when you understand what that means. The company will give you a website for that. They'll give you a selection of brochures. But look what they're going to give you here. They're going to give you back €2,000. That's over $2,000 of credit in the format of 20 by €100 bonus discount cards. I mean, if you're going to build a serious business, this is the package that you need. In addition to that, we're going to give you 10 up to 3% off cards. That's to build your client base. And we're going to give that €90 all over again to spend on our website to redeem off some of our speciality cards. But you will notice in the VIP kit, you get 3 bars, 3 grams of pure 24-karat gold bullion. This is the best package. There is one more that we don't discuss in this presentation. We leave that for another date. But that's your choices if you thought you might need an affiliate kit. Well, let me show you a strategy with these affiliate kits and how you could potentially put yourself into the top 20% of all income earners in your country. Yes, I'll say that again. By following the 4 steps I'm about to share with you, you could potentially put yourself in the top 20% of all income earners in your country today. Let me explain how this 4-step strategy works. Don't read it. Let me take you through it. It's very, very simple. There are only 4 steps, and I believe if you're listening to this right now, that you can do all 4 of these steps and achieve the goal. The first step is to set up a free account with the company. Yes, it doesn't cost anything. The person that referred you here will give you a link. You type in your name and address. You submit a couple of documents to get an account with the company. It won't cost a penny, and all of a sudden you'll get approved and you'll have an account to use at your discretion. And that's very easy. Guys, it takes 2.5 minutes to set up this account. I know one person that did it less than 2.5 minutes, but as a general rule, if you know where you're going, it can take you 2.5 minutes to set that up. Well, if there are only 4 steps and the first step takes 2.5 minutes, let's see what step 2 entails. Step 2 is very simple. Go get yourself a marketing kit. Get into the business. Put some skin in the game. You see, these affiliate kits are entirely optional, but it does open the door to 2 new revenue streams. It does give you some higher income streams because really what you're doing here is you're choosing your paycheck here. You're going to get 5%, 10, 15, or 20% based on the package that you order yourself. So again, go and order one of these. Where do you get this? Not from the person that invited you here. When you get a free account, you go into your own free account, go to our product tab, and instead of ordering a piece of gold, you just go down to our affiliate kits and select the one that suits your pocket. And I can understand if that VIP pack is a bit of a stretch for you, that's understandable. Just move back to gold. Go for the gold affiliate kit. If the gold affiliate kit is just a stretch for you today, well, that's your circumstances. We appreciate and understand that. Go for the silver kit. But I do want to say this. If the silver affiliate kit is a stretch for you today, I promise you, you need to get started in our business. You need to consider doing something other than what it is you're doing right now. Because for everything you've done, if $299 is a stretch, whatever you're doing is not working. You've got to consider doing something outside of what you're doing, whether it's a job or owning a business. To get your hands on some new revenue, you've got to consider a home-based business like what we're sharing with you here and now. So, step 1, you set up a free account with the company. That takes 2.5 minutes. Guess what, guys? It takes 2.5 minutes to order one of these packages. You go into your own account, you log in, you go to your product tab, and instead of ordering gold, you go down and buy a package. It takes about 2.5 minutes realistically. In 5 minutes, you have the first 2 steps done, and there's only 2 more to do. Guys, let's look at step 3. What do we have to do here? Well, you got it already, yeah? It takes 2.5 minutes to do step 3. What we're asking people here to do, and it's entirely optional, is we'd like you to move at least $60 of paper currency, €50, £40 sterling, and we'd like you to start turning that into gold on a regular basis. We want you to get into the habit of protecting and saving for the future. We want you to protect your currency because it's losing you value if you don't do this. We want you to start saving in gold. And it won't cost you anything. You're just taking 50 out of one pocket and putting 50 of gold back in your hand. It's not going to cost you anything to do this, but you're setting up a savings plan here. And once you start to do this, people will start to follow you. If you're not doing this, I promise you, your business isn't working. I know it's not. If you do this, you'll find that you'll start believing, you'll start accumulating, you'll start hoarding gold. Imagine that. I mean, this is a product I really want to fill my garage with. Who do you know wouldn't want to get your hands on pure gold, which is money, real money. So you're accumulating wealth in step 3 here. That's what we want you to do. So it takes 2.5 minutes to do that, guys, as well. So the first 3 steps take 7.5 minutes. And I told you if you do all 4 steps, and we teach everybody to do this, over a short period of time, you could put yourself, guys, I promise, in the top 20% of all income earners in your country. We have people doing this program that are now rated in the top 20% of income earners in your country. And I don't care what country you're from, that's already happening today. It's incredible. And you can be there too by following these steps. And I know you can do those first 3 steps. Let's look at step 4. Can you do this? Can you find a minimum of 2 like-minded people that could do all these 4 steps like you can do? Do you know 2 people that could set up a free account? Of course you do. All you need to know is your name and address. Do you know 2 people that could afford to get into business at either $16.75, $6.70, $2.99, or $99? Of course you do. Do you know 2 people that might be interested in saving in some gold and protecting their family? Of course you do. I know you can find those 2 people. You might have to talk to 10, you might have to talk to 20, but if we find 2 people and we duplicate this system, guys, you are in for an incredible business because I'm going to show you the results of this strategy. Please have a look at the screen. There were 4 product package options, and I want you to look at the differences. The first one we can see here is, as a bronze, if you only found 2 affiliates to come onto the program, you would earn €10 in your first week or first month if it took you a month. As a silver, you get double pay. So can you see 5% goes to 10, so €10 goes to €20 in your first week or your first month. Can you see that if you were a gold affiliate, that your commission goes to 30, and as a VIP, it goes to 40. Now, this strategy is built on everybody coming in for €99. That's just over $100. Everybody can afford that. This is based on everybody, the 2 you find coming in at the lowest possible denominator here. And it's also based on everybody buying a gram of gold every week. Now, the only variable is you. So if you were a bronze and your 2 were bronze, that's the paycheck. If you were a silver and your 2 were bronze, if you were a gold and your 2 were bronze, if you're a VIP and their 2 were bronze, you'd earn €40. If you were a VIP and you introduced 2 VIPs, this would be $840 in your first week. But we're basing it on the lowest common denominator. That means everybody starting as a bronze, except you decide what you want to get paid, because the package determines your paycheck, not theirs. Now, in week 2, what would happen is you haven't done anything in week 2 except bought yourself a little bit of gold. Your 2 go out and find 2, so there's no commission available in it for you in week 2 or month 2. In week 3 or month 3, there's, again, no commission available. Why is that? Well, you didn't do anything, actually. You're finished in week 1. You've done your job. All you've done is helped and supported and guided your people to develop the organization and the customer base. And by week 4, you're either going to receive €20, €70, $110, or $150 if everybody follows the system. Now, of course, not everybody follows the system. That's the challenge. We're in the real world. Some people do more than this. Some people do less than this, and some people don't do anything. That's the bottom line. But if you were only to find 2 that would duplicate this model, you can see very realistic figures here. Now, when I looked at this, I wasn't very entertained. I said, well, that's not a lot of money for this fancy gold business you're talking about. I mean, when does it get good? Well, let's extrapolate these numbers just for 4 more weeks or 4 more months, and let's see what happens. As you can see, as a bronze, after 8 weeks using the same model, you'd be earning €200 a week. That's just slightly over $200 a week. Well, that's more interesting. As a silver, you'd be earning close to $850 a week. That's quite interesting. As a gold, you'd be earning, getting close on $1,300, $1,400 a week, €1,100 a week. And as a VIP, you'd be getting close to $2,000 a week after 8 weeks, everybody following the system. And this system is based on everybody coming in at the small package, except you. Wow, so now we've got a very interesting model. Well, let's extrapolate this just 4 more weeks and see what may happen. Again, after 12 weeks, or 12 months in some cases, you'll be earning $3,600 a week. That's exceptional income. $3,600 a week is life-changing income. That's, wow, that's 4 3s is 12. That's $15,000 a month. That's incredible. That's $3,600 a week. As a silver, it moves to $12,000 a week. As a gold, it moves to $18,000 a week. And as a VIP, an incredible $25,000 per week. Is this possible, guys? That's the question. Of course it is. How do we know? Well, we know that people are doing this already. It has been already achieved. So if somebody else can do it, the question is, can you? Well, what did we ask you to do? We asked you to follow a 4-step strategy. Set up a free account. That was easy. Get yourself a package. That was easy. Buy yourself a piece of gold on a regular basis. That's easy. And then find 2 people. In fact, all you need to do is divert them to this presentation that you've watched and let the presentation do the work for you. You don't even have to talk. Isn't it funny that the person that invited you here to listen to this hasn't opened their mouth yet? Guys, we call this work. I know you could do this work simply by referring customers to listen to the information. And guess what? Some will, some won't, so what? If you can find 2 on the planet, you can do this business. So guys, that's our presentation over. The company have added a few extra income streams. I suppose we really should call them incentives. They throw out gold, iPhones, trips to Dubai, world cruises, Rolex watches to the tune of 25,000. I saw lots of those getting presented recently to a lot of our affiliates. They give away cars. Yes, there were 11 Hummer Jeeps given away in Germany not so long ago, but you can get a car worth $70,000, $160,000, or $350,000, and you can have your own home designed and built for you anywhere on the planet for the tune of $1.2 million US if you follow our incentive program. And again, that's something you might want to get back to the person who invited you here. That's something you might learn at our training program. But if any of those toys float your boat, these are extra incentive programs on top of the fabulous income opportunity. Guys, if it's important to you, you'll find a way to do this. If it's not, you're going to give me some excuse. Yeah, I need to think about it. Yeah, of course you need to think about it. Take a couple of minutes there and think about it and get started, guys. It's as simple as that. Richard Branson has had more than 400 businesses. And I tell you what, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you're not sure if you can do it, just say yes, and sure, we'll teach you how to do it anyway. I learned this just by sitting on these presentations and listening and listening and listening. And then I started to explain it to other people, and then it got easier and easier. And it's just an incredible business. We've showed you the perfect product, gold, which is money, 24 karat. That's what we offer our customers worldwide. But now we're talking about the perfect business. Here's a business where you require no staff. You don't need any skills in the business department. You don't pay any wages or salaries. Karatbars pays each of us individually as independent affiliates, and we get paid for what we do. We get paid commissions when there's products moved. If there's no product moved, you don't make any money. It's as simple as that. You don't make money for recruiting or bringing people into the business. We cannot do that. But if a customer orders something from the company, buys gold, you will get commission. That's how business works. You go and buy a cup of coffee in the local store, and there's a commission. The girl at the till got paid, the girl that served you got paid, the tax man got paid, the business owner got paid, the electric board got paid. The commission in the price of the coffee went out to everyone. It's the same in every product in the world. There's commission in it. There's commission in this for you guys, and it's incredible. You don't require the stock because everybody delivers or gets direct from the companies. There's no deliveries. You don't need any insurance. FedEx take care of all of that, gets the product direct to your client's hands. You don't need any premises. I'm doing this from the comfort of my own home office tonight. No boss. Yeah, you're your own boss. This is your business. You're getting started tonight. You're getting started today. You're building your business with our help. It's incredible. And you do it at your terms and your time. You can do this very part-time, somewhere between 2 and 10 hours a week. It works for lots of people. And, you know, as somebody says to me, I wouldn't have 10 hours a week. Okay, let's try this one. get up half an hour earlier and go to bed half an hour later at night. And there's an hour every day. There's 7 hours. Let's see, can we find 3 more? Yeah, turn off that television, get off that golf course. You can get 10 hours a week, any week, into your part-time business and use leverage, which is very, very powerful here. Guys, there's no stress, there's no headaches in this business. This is beautiful. Collecting gold, it's a beautiful business. You need no experience. You can start today. No experience required to do this business. Simply learn how to get people to click on that webinar link, let them watch this, and let them make up their own mind. Get back to the person that invited you here, and then you get back to your guests, get their questions answered by a reliable upline, somebody informed to help you develop this organization, and you can have a very successful career with Karatbar. Guys, that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've done it in less than an hour. We've explained a little bit about our company. We've talked about our industry. We talked about the currency versus money situation. Real money is gold. We showed you our product suite. We shared our affiliate opportunity with you. I hope you make the right decision. Please, please, please get back to the person that shared this with you. You may be watching this live, or you could be watching a recording. I am recording this as we speak. It will be available for replay on www.cashforgoldinternational.net, and that's the number 4, goldinternational.net, and it'll be available under our webinar tab. There's a lot of information there on that website. It's a team website to help you analyze, get your questions answered. There's a question and answer session. There's lots of things going on there to help you get started. I'm going to leave it there. I wish you a very, very successful 2015 and beyond. It's over and out for me, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you very much for attending.